Hey guys, what's going on today? This is me, Dal Su. We're back with some more Banished in Twilight. And we've recently finished this little, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Is it a village? Maybe. It's a complement to the main village over here. And a sort of working base for a lot of industrial buildings, like the building supplier. We got a new chopper, we got a joiner, we got a whole lot of things. Not a lot of which are actually being, productive right now for whatever reason. But we do want to get these things going. Like the homeware supplier is going to need stuff from the joiner. The joiner is going to need... I guess the joiner doesn't need anything. The joiner can work. Let's let the joiner work and make some furniture. Why not? So the joiner will go ahead and start working. And then we did go ahead and lay down some copper mines that are not working yet. I guess we could turn them on and add, I don't know, 2 workers to each maybe? Does that work out right? One more? Nope. They must be going somewhere else. Let's lower the number here to 2 on each of them. And make sure we get the workers filling up those spots. So now we have some copper ore coming to us. And in order to make that piece of homeware, and also fancy furniture, fancy homewares, that requires fancy furniture, which requires hardwood plus pewterware. Now, I kind of forget where pewterware comes from, but we can always get a silver mine and make, yeah, we need hardwood, we need silver, we need a lot of things before we're there. Very complicated chain, as I've said before. Why is this, where's the question mark? No citizens are available. Why not? They must be filling up some other spot, like, not here apparently. We'll make this max out at 5. That maxes out at 4. This is where they've been going, I see. We'll max that out at 9. And so that'll give us a few extra. Okay, I think we've got all that sorted out now. And we're ready to move on. So what is my goal today? By the way, I added some more detail in here. I think it looks pretty nice, although it's not quite as nice as the main area. But what I want to do today is I want to come over to this area, and I want to make a plantation. And when I say plantation, I mean like a full-blown plantation with all the, stuff that would go along with it, kind of in the vein of this area over here. Now, I'm a little worried that I'm not going to have the materials. But the main thing, the main centerpiece of the plantation is, of course, going to be the plantation house, which the large residence looks very close to. And I think I've got a few of these goods, whatever that is. I believe that's building supplies and fancy furniture. So I don't know if we have that or if we need to buy it or what. Building supplies we have. Fancy furniture I don't think we actually have, so we might not be able to do it. It's unfortunate. We do have some fancy homewares somehow. And we could try to maybe order some. What we could do is buy some silverware here. Although it's very, very expensive. Let's buy the silverware. That's going to be... Oh, geez. 1,000 gives me 4,000. So 800 gives me 32. So it's going to be about half. It's got to be about 500, right? All right. Why is math so hard? That's good enough. All right. So we're going to take that silverware, and we're going to use it, hopefully, to make some fancy homewares. But we also need fancy furniture, and for fancy furniture, we need hardwood. So what we really need is another trader that's going to be like a supplier of industrial goods, and thankfully there's a building that does just that. Let's see. Yeah, trade. And then we want, not chartered company, we want industry supplier, I think, will supply us with healthy doses of the hardwood that we need. And possibly the other things too. So does it work down here? Or should I just go ahead and pop it right alongside this one? I think I'll do that. That way we can have a nice... Why it doesn't want to work? Why don't you want to work? This is a nice flat piece of... I don't see what's stopping it there. Looks like it'll work there. Okay, so we'll finish out our key a little bit later to make it look all flush and everything. But for now, we're just going to throw that down because we got to be able to build a big house over here. And we'll go ahead and lay that down too, probably. So what's that going to be? Where is it going to be, most importantly? So I'm thinking we have it snug up here in this little area. Well, I'd like it to be right across from the bridge because I want to... what we could do is have a bridge down here. Okay, that's not a big deal. All right. Because I want a road that leads right up to it. And I'm going to turn the speed up here. My idea is, like, you know, I might have mentioned to you guys I'm from Louisiana. And if you're from Louisiana, you probably take your guests on plantation tours when they come down, because that's one of the things that people have in their mind when they think about Louisiana, plantations. And we do have some beautiful ones, some antebellum architecture. And one of the distinctive features of that architecture is a road that leads right up to the front door with a row of trees planted on each side of the road. And then fields off to the side and various sort of agricultural buildings. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I think it's going to look really, really good. I'm excited about it. I hope we have all the materials we need. I think we do, because we had those 3 fancy homewares. So yeah, I think I might do gravel road because that's what a lot of plantations have leading up to them. So it just sort of suits things a little bit better. And of course we're going to do the sturdy walls around the whole plantation. We might do colonial walls. They might look kind of cool around the plantation. But what you have on a plantation often is you'll have like long bowling alley style fields. They did that because, like, once the field was loaded up, it was taken away by ship. So I think we're going to do something like that. And we're going to have a couple other cool buildings in here that I've sort of looked through. We might have another apiary. We might have a hunting blind. But I was also thinking it would be cool to have this milking barn, because the milking barn looks very plantation-ish. And the dairy parlor also. It produces milk, so that's good. Could also do the old dairy. Another thing I was thinking, and this is a bit of a sensitive topic, but a lot of times on these old plantations, you'll have the big house, and then you'll have what are often called the slave quarters off to one side. And that's, even today, when you go to visit, you can often tour the slave quarters as well to see the sort of terrible living conditions of the people who were in bondage. But that is part of a plantation. We can't deny it. And so I'm thinking I might have a little slave quarters as well, even though it is not really a slave quarters in my city. It's meant to look like a plantation. I don't know why I have to feel so self-conscious about this shit. Everybody's so politically correct these days. You're not even allowed to mention that one time slaves existed. But they did. There's no denying it. So we're going to create an antebellum southern style plantation here. And we are going to make some slave quarters over here. So they're probably be in a sort of helter-skelter fashion, I would think. Not exactly lined up or anything like that. Not so sure I like that completely, but I don't know. I don't like that. Let's try that again. So we'd have... It would be a sort of circle of huts is how I would think of it. Usually, you know, in the plantation tours that I've been on that actually still had slave quarters, it was always like a circle of rather crappy accommodations. So even though this is a little more geometric than it would be in real life, I'm not able to actually put things on an angle, so... Alright, we'll settle for that, I guess. See what we've got over here. I don't think I need to worry about any of that stuff. Is our new trader done? He is, and he already has a person there as well. And we can buy fancy homewares from him. So what we need to do is go ahead and hire a couple people. And, yeah, get some trade goods. He even has hardwood, man. So what do we want to trade? I've heard charcoal is really good, but I don't think we have any charcoal, do we? We need to start getting charcoal so we can trade it. Where is the charcoal? Sort by name. I don't see any charcoal, so we don't have any of that. We've got plenty of firewood, so let's go ahead and say that we want 1,000 firewood in there available for trade. All right, so the guys will get to work on that. I don't know if we'll be able to snag those goods this time around or not, but that's the plan anyway. By the way, do we have cotton seeds? If we're going to make a plantation, we kind of need cotton seeds. I did buy, like, tobacco and coffee, though, so those are the other staples of the plantation. Not so much in Louisiana, but elsewhere. Okay. So, generally, in a Louisiana-style plantation, you'd have oak trees. Big live oak trees. Right? So that's what I'm going to try to go for here. There's nothing in the game that really... there are no trees in the game that really look like the Louisiana live oaks, but we can probably get pretty close. I know there is an actual oak tree, but it's nothing compared to the big gnarly sons of bitches that we have in Louisiana. But I digress. I think we'll settle for an oak tree. And what you want is 2 spaces, and then another one, 2 spaces, and then another one. So on. Alright, so we're going to see how that turns out. And of course, we're going to need a bridge. It has to be a grand thing. Could build a brick bridge. But I want a double one, not a... Yeah, okay. Does that line up? It syncs up, kinda. We have only 2 wide on here, so maybe... Too bad there's no 2 wide bridge, is there? It's either 1 or 3, I think. That's unfortunate. We could do a double bridge. That might look okay. Let's just do a 3-1. If it's not perfectly symmetrical, that's okay. We'll do that. Because this is going to be walled off anyway, I think. So we got this built up, and we want it to be as big and awesome looking as possible. So we are going to be doing the full upgrade on it when we can. And let's see if we're able to buy that fancy furniture that we need. No, he's gone. Okay, that's too bad. So unfortunately, I don't think we have enough. Yeah, fancy homeware is not enough. We did buy some silverware, though, so all we need now is hardwood. So that'll take a little time, but we'll get it. Alright, where are my builders at? Let's get this going. What I'm thinking, like I said, is I want a milking barn, because it just looks so perfectly agricultural. It's got to be sort of far away from the big house, over here in a corner. And then we need a windmill, even if we're not going to use it right now. I just think a windmill is perfect for this setup. So we'll do one of those. See what we got for trade. Nah, we don't want any of that. By the way, I started playing with this thing open now, so it's a little easier to jump around. I know we're taking a long time scrolling sometimes. And I want an apiist. And probably a barn as well. Probably would be a small barn, I would think, like over here somewhere. Maybe. Maybe it would be better suited over here by the dairy. It's starting to look kind of good. Should put like a little campfire or something in the middle here. That would look nice. Put a campfire and maybe an outhouse off to one side. Look at those oak trees. That's glorious, man. You can't really see though. That's the problem. It's gonna block the view. But, you know, that's how it would look. So that's what we're gonna do. And make sure these are right across perfectly. Now, why is this not lining up like I want it to? Is it because we did the ghost ones? Must be. Yeah, it must be because we did the ghost ones. Yeah. 1, 2, and wait. I already lost track because I hate you can't see what's there, so kind of a pain. All right, let's try that again. We had here 1, 2, boop. 1, 2, boop. 1, 2, and boop. Alright, I think we did it. Let's see what we got for trade over here. Alright, our trader guy is back. We've got the firewood ready to go. We want the hardwood for sure. All of it. And I'll take the homewares. And that sounds like a good trade. So 1,000 would be 4,000. So we want like 900. No, that's too much. 800 would be 320. There we go. There's that math. Close enough. Alright, let's move down here again. Yeah, we're not going to be able to really use the windmill because we don't have any wheat growing, but it's kind of cool looking. So we're going to keep it. Let's finish out this gravel road. Even though it's not symmetrical. That's a shame. You know, I almost want to just get rid of this. What we'll do, we'll remove this, and then we'll have like a road that goes along the river maybe, all the way back up to here, I'm thinking. Something like that. Because this just looks dumb. Or maybe we should just do one. But then even that's going to be lopsided, so I don't know what to do with that. We'll figure it out. Anyway, how's that look, huh? Plantation-y. And all we need to do now is get some actual, you know, crops, because, of course, that's what a plantation would do. So we're going to have long, skinny crops. Like this. And they're going to have fences between them, I think. No, can't do it quite up there. All right. This one will be a little wider. And this is going to be the last one. It's going to be kind of square. Like that. And then we'll do one here as well. All right, so what do we want to grow here? Well, I'm thinking we grow tobacco leaf and flax mostly. Because those are the seeds we have. And that, oh, we do have cotton, okay. So we're going to plant mostly cotton then. And we can start making some real good clothes. So we got the one tobacco leaf, the rest cotton. I like that. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more growers. That's great. And I could put some kind of brick walls in between these, but I think roads are going to look better, like the gravel roads might look more appropriate. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do it like it would actually be. That's kind of how it would be. I don't know if the roads would go all the way down to the river in every case. Let's get rid of that little weird nub there. All right. Plantation. All we need now is a little wall to go around it. And we're all set. And of course, we're going to fill it out with some other trees and stuff. And I like orange trees. Randomly dispersed throughout. And maybe a walnut tree or two. Looks kind of good. Yeah, I'll probably do the wall around it a little bit later, but there you go. There's one plantation. People move into these little shacks. I guess they did. I guess they're not going to have everything they need because there's no market around. But I did put a barn, didn't I? Yeah. So, I mean, they can go get their stuff from the barn, I guess. Got a lot of wool. So I need to tell my tailors to be making me some better clothes now. I wish I could just... Well, I guess you could if you go tailor. And then you just say, where are you? You're not working in your job. Because I kind of forget where I put all the tailors. I know there's one somewhere, but anyway. I'll figure that out later, I guess. And just... She's idling. She's not even working. It's because she's over her limit, I guess. Where's the other one? Alright, I give up. No, that is the tailor. Okay. So, well, we'll just do wool for now. So we can use up that wool somehow. And we want the building supplies. It's going to be about 120. Close enough. We're in business. So yeah, I think that about wraps up the episode. We did good. We did the plantation. I'm going to wall it in here in just a second. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.